is Zaporizhia, please. Honestly, I'll say Zaporizhia is still a bit for me. I don't like the energy. Those in Zaporizhia, darlings, work on it because there's a lot of dark energy. In Kharkiv, honestly, I'll say there's more light energy in Kharkiv, just like in Tyr. In Kharkiv, there's only about 20% of that dark energy on the outskirts. You know, I don't know the map of Kharkiv, I see it on a subtle level. This is Kharkiv, and here is such dark energy, about 20% from the side, as you understand, of Russia. This is such a dangerous area. And there is still low energy, low programs in people, the rest, thank God. I don't like Zaporizhia because the energy is such that about 40% is really dark. It's such a very low energy, meaning the mental field is very bad, dark. And about 55% Petrosavsky's garden, kind of light gray. So, Zaporizhia, people of Zaporizhia, keep working, please. Those in Zaporizhia, I understand that many have left, but if you are connected with family there, if you have relatives there, tune into this land and keep working constantly because I don't like the energy there. I've already mentioned how it looks, how the sums work. Yes, the sums too. Yes, the sums too. Here is a little part. Well, in the sums, how it looks, this is probably Russia here, as I understand it. Here 10 to 20% is black, 80% is light gray. Well, more or less. Zaporizhia looks worse. Actually, thank you for the question. Lupea, thank you for the wonderful broadcast. Why are so many children being born now who develop insulin-dependent diabetes at an early age, 2 to 3 years old? Thank you. I mentioned that children get sick because of their parents, exclusively, always. That is, even if a child comes, they haven't yet activated the karmic program of the parents earlier. And if the parents don't have diabetes, then due to actions and karmic actions, and new karmic programs of the parents, children will get sick. I have said this repeatedly. Children will get sick because of this. Yes, please take a look at the current energy of Chernihiv. Yes, Chernihiv. Oh, Chernihiv. I don't really like it either. Yes, Chernihiv, I see, dear ones, those in Chernihiv, please work on it. Such a cloud. Well, okay, it's still darkened. A somewhat darker energy around here. 57. Heavier energy, more grayish. Here. Chernihiv. Just a bit light gray here. Chernihiv is still predominantly under some kind of darker energy. Please work, little sons. It seems people have dispersed. Yes. Do I really want to occupy Odessa? They want to, but they won't. Odessa is no longer of interest to the occupiers because they realized that most people don't want to go there. That's understandable. So, Odessa. No matter what you do there, Odessa will not be occupied. Most will say Odessa will thrive beautifully after the war. There will be very good developments in the ports, in the sea. Very strong indeed. God willing, it will be like that. Very strong. Thank you. Just like that. I don't know how to say it correctly. Such direct, new solutions, innovative, I mean very, very much so. Odessa, somewhere God will make it grow. Yes, especially thanks to the airport. Everything will come to life. Somewhere God, very well. It would be really great. Yes, we will go to the sea in Odessa. We have it much better than, of course, than anywhere else, because our land is the most beautiful, my dear sunshines. Yes, Kherson. Kherson is still 50 to 60% darkened, the rest are kind of grayish. Probably the area where part is still occupied is still very dark. There, people are not very well disposed, still energetically, with old programs. So, such are our dear sunshines. Now, just a second. Remember, we still have a super practice with you today. Today, we will connect with the Creator and perform some very beautiful miracles. And please take a look at the Dnipro. Dnipro, brightness is base. I see gray energy. Only on the sides, black energy. Be careful at the borders. Yes, that's all. So, how about Ivano-Frankivsk? By the way, yes, I haven't looked. Ivano-Frankivsk. We need to take a look at Ivano-Frankivsk. Ivano-Frankivsk is 80%. Such gray energy. Somewhere. 15 to 20% is still such black energy. Here on the left side, it's such black. And here, it's 80% gray. It's interesting for everyone to see the state, how it looks beyond Kiev. I recently talked about how it looks on a live broadcast, by the way, on the Missions channel. Remember, if you watched how to work for the city, what to change in ourselves. Remember, darlings, we are our city where we descend, and in general, the reality is us. That is, always remember to give everything. To dedicate your city. Give every day to the light of the Creator and breathe light into the city. And watch to see how this light fills your city through you, where you live, where you are. It's a very simple practice. Everything is actually very simple, darlings. Oh yes, those Ukrainians who left, those who become conscious and embrace Ukraine with all their heart will be able to return. Just say, even for Khmelnytsky. Who will be able to return? Of course. Not everyone will be able to return. I don't know what it will be like, but there will be some like that. On a physical level, there are already restrictions for those. At first, they will reckon in, then there will be some checks, restrictions. Well, that's what I see for today. Yes, Khmelnytsky. Khmelnytsky here is dark, about 15%. Here it's grayish, not bad. Yes, my husband and I have been foster parents for 22 years. Tell me, is this working off karma? I understand that this has already been worked off. There isn't anything like completely working it off. Karma, we no longer live in this world. We remember this. If you mean some difficult moments of karma, then I'll explain further. Okay. It should become easier, meaning your relationships, your soul should become lighter. To sew up your relationship. Everything is improving, becoming easier. Fewer tests, more joy. It's very simple. This is what processed karma looks like. Yes, good, there. I'm concerned that my mom irritates me. I'm sorry to observe this in myself, but I don't know what to do about it, where the cause is. The cause is within you. Your mom brings up things in you that you don't see in yourself. But again, to highlight this, you need to reach the level, merge with the Creator, to see it. I'm not a psychologist. I don't give advice on how to specifically talk to your mom, or what to do. That's not my area. I share who I am, meaning what I have experienced. I know that this is What irritates you in someone else is inside you, but you won't see it while you're in it. Until you take your attention away from it, let go, and focus on expanding your consciousness, merging with the Creator, you will never see why this is happening. You won't feel it. And you won't see the reason. That's why these are very important moments, my dears. Hello, Ayak. Will the Russians enter the Dnipropetrovsk region? They will not enter. They will not enter. Don't worry, my dears. As for me, like Chernobyl, how do you look? Let's talk about Chernobyl and finish with the answer. So, Chernobyl, how does it look? Well, also, about 50 to 60% is still quite dark energy, not very good. And about 40% is grayish. Work, my dears, work. Yes, my dear ones, remember that you still have that city, that area. What you have inside, that's how you see the city. For someone, your city will be a horror because they will see it in a low vibration, finding their own low vibrations. For them, the city will be like that. And someone else will be grayish, light, and will see it. Wow, very beautiful, they will say. So, it's all relative. I look at the overall picture from above. And that's it.